Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, 1 p.m. PST. Here we be. Shout out to everybody in the comment section, all my usual suspects. Thanks for being here again today. Already, you don't say BRB. Dang, we just getting started. Shout out to You Don't Say. I saw her in the comment section last night on Gabe's channel where him, Shant, and myself were breaking down Lethal Weapon 2. And we found out that there's going to be a Lethal Weapon 5 directed by Mel Gibson. So Richard Donner obviously won't be able to direct this one or any other movie. So I'm just wondering how it's going to be. There is a way that they can do this and it not be shitty, but Hollywood has proven itself to be more than capable of doing shit shitty. But as Gabe, I think it was Gabe last night, he was saying, hopefully they'll take a page from the book of the people who did Maverick. You know, give us what we liked. Give us what we wanted back in the day. No message, no agenda, no propaganda, just action. So we'll see. I'll definitely do my homework before I go and watch it because I want to preserve that memory of Lethal Weapon 2. Because Lethal Weapon 3 and 4 were shit. I've already taken the time in the therapy to get those out of my mind. Lethal Weapon 1 and 2 are awesome. I don't want that memory tainted. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But they're supposed, according to Mel Gibson himself, they're supposed to start shooting early next year. So we'll see. Fingers crossed that Lethal Weapon 5 is going to be good. Because normally a part 5 is not good. We'll see what happens. But I want to do a special birthday shout out. Happy belated. I didn't see this message until after I got off the air, after my live stream. So happy birthday to Mike G. Mike G, I hope you're here with us. Hope you didn't go too hard in the paint last night. Hopefully you saved yourself for the weekend and you are able to tune in and your head's not going right now. Happy birthday to you, Mike G. It's like a cool name, like a rapper, Mike G. Mike D. Wasn't he in Beastie Boys? Which one of the Beastie Boys died? Was it Ad Rock? I think it was Ad Rock. Pretty sure. But yeah, happy birthday to you, man. You saw the thumbnail. That is, yes, Jason M. Schmidt. Lethal Weapon was the best. It was. I think it was the best one. I think the first one, Lethal Weapon 1, was great because it laid the groundwork for part 2. Because in part 2, literally the first scene, they're in the middle of a car chase. So you hit the ground running in the second one. MCA died. Thanks, Zach. Zach Calleja. It hits the ground running. Literally the first scene is in the middle of a car chase. So I think that was the best one because in the second one, now Riggs is part of the family. You find out, I mean, if you haven't seen Lethal Weapon 2, spoiler alert, Riggs finds out who killed, that his wife was really murdered and didn't die in a car accident. But it's crazy. After when he finds that out, Riggs changes. Check it out. I got it on my page under community. You can watch the whole breakdown of, scene by scene. Literally. Appreciate that. Also, yeah, Andrew, I see DJ John T also put that in there. R.I.P. Coolio. Gangster's Paradise, which was on the soundtrack for that Michelle Pfeiffer movie. What was the name of that Michelle Pfeiffer movie? Dangerous Minds. Dangerous Minds, 1995. Michelle Pfeiffer. I remember in the video, she's sitting there and she has a chair backwards and she's like this, and she's just staring face to face with Coolio as he raps and the camera goes around him. R.I.P. Coolio. I never heard him say any wild shit, thankfully. I did see him on that episode of Hot Ones where they eat the hot wings and he like drenched one of the wings in sauce and ate it, which was crazy. He ended up passing out in the lobby for an hour. But R.I.P. Coolio, Gangster's Paradise, Fantastic Voyage, Too Hot. Those are probably his top 3 hits. He did the Keenan and Kel intro. Just, one of those iconic musicians from the 90s. Had the crazy hair, the braids and shit. I remember he got mad at Weird Al Yankovic because he parodied his song Gangsta's Paradise and did Amish Paradise. But it was cool because he realized later what an honor it was to have Weird Al Yankovic do one of your songs. Like, that means you made it, and you're going to get more publicity off his popularity. People who may not know are going to be like, oh shit, what's this song he did? And they're going to go to your shit. So he was mad at first. I remember they had beef when they were on stage at some award show. But then he realized, oh shit, this is going to make me a bunch of money. Cool. You know, it's like getting a statue somewhere. You made it. Weird Al Yankovic parodied your song. You're good to go. Remember, Eat It. You couldn't do that because that's fat shaming and that's body shaming, Mr. Weird Al Yankovic. So you can't make songs about fat people. Eat It. That shit was funny. My kids love that song. Fat or Wide instead of Black or White. Amish Paradise. That was classic. You know, he just had a bunch of heaters. And if he parodied your song, I mean, your song was huge. He did a bunch of Michael Jackson songs. Shit, Michael never got mad. I don't care if he parodies my songs. It's all good. Remember the Michael Jackson jokes back in the day? 80s, take me back. Mopar Girl, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Are you the super chat cherry popper? I think you are. You've broken the financial hymen. Hunter Biden's laptop, thank you again. I hope you've cleansed yourself. That is one filthy screen you got there. What is your favorite scene in Braveheart? My brother's is when someone gets thrown out the castle window. Oh, yeah. That's right. Let me explain this scene delicately through the lens of 2022. So in Braveheart, the king is out kicking names and taking ass, right? And his son is left in charge, but his son isn't cut from the same cloth as his father. So instead of building and taking care of the people and being a good king and defending it, all his son wants to do is be a party boy. He wants to drink wine and hang out with his friend, right? And so his friend has some mannerisms that the king is not happy with. So when the king comes back and he realizes that they just been farting around, you know, they've been giving each other monkeypox, the dad gets angry and grabs his friend and throws him out the window. Not even a window. There was no glass. It was a cutout. I guess it was technically a window. And he grabbed him by the scruff of his neck and the seat of his pants and tossed his ass from probably, I don't know, like 4 or 5 stories onto the cobblestones below. Yeah, that was a good part. I'd say my favorite part, I mean, at the end, spoiler alert, if you've never seen Braveheart, but at the end when they're removing his entrails with no anesthetic and he yells, freedom, that was a cool part. That'll give you goosebumps. But that's probably everybody's favorite part. But I think other than that is when he gets revenge on that English lord, whoever the English were. Pieces of shit to the Scottish back then. So he gets married. He sees it. Oh, before that, they lay the groundwork for that scene by showing you that a Scottish guy gets married and the English lord basically consummates his marriage for him. He gets a slice of that pie before the groom. And so I can't remember if he attempted, or I think he just did it out of spite for Braveheart. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. But basically, that same English lord cuts Braveheart's wife's throat. Oh, I remember. They eloped, basically, because he didn't want them to know that he got married because they would take his bride. So when they found out about that, they take her, they tie her to a post, and homeboy just looks at Braveheart, takes a knife, and cuts her throat, and she bleeds to death right there. So understandably, Braveheart, William Wallace, he gets upset. He gets very upset. And so he comes back, just like they said in Blazing Saddles, a riding and a whomping. He comes back into town, highly perturbed, starts smashing English soldiers' skulls, and cutting legs off and whatnot. Like I said, very upset. And he finds that English lord, this little weaselly prick. He's like in his quarters or whatever, you know, having wine and, you know, so forth. And people are, you know, dancing with him, just being a a wealthy asshole. And Braveheart takes him out, takes him to the post, and cuts his throat. That's my favorite part. The amazing Wong. Thank you. JG, did you hear about senile Biden giving a shout out to a dead Congresswoman, Jackie Walorski, who he thought was in the audience during the speech? I did, the amazing Wong. I spoke on that yesterday. And today, we're going to do a follow-up because Chocolate Patty came to his rescue. Who's Chocolate Patty? Well, they call Jen Psaki Peppermint Patty, so I figure we call her little brown skin replacement. We call her Chocolate Patty because I was about to say they're equally horrible at their job, but I think Chocolate Patty's worse. But she comes to his rescue. She explains it away. You guys are thinking it's a breakdown of his mental faculties. You think it's a degeneration of his mind. You guys think that his 3 aneurysms and an embolism have something to do, have in some way affected his brain. That's not it. She gives us a great answer and a great reason. I won't call it an excuse. She gives us a great reason for why this happened. So if you guys can stop being dicks for a minute, maybe you can hear her out, hear what she has to say. We're going to talk about what she said. I'm not even going to tell you. She'll tell you herself. You got to hear it from the little tiny alphabet soup group horse's mouth. Hunter Biden's laptop again. Thank you. It says, I'm so dirty, even Hillary couldn't scrub me. Damn, that's pretty dirty, man. That's filthy. That's like even if they let you soak overnight in soapy water, they couldn't get those stains off of you. I'm sure you've been through some shit. I wish we had therapy for electronics because you would qualify. You imagine the horrors? Imagine the POV of that poor laptop, all the cracked smoke. Imagine what's in between the keys. Computer repair people. Imagine when you take the motherboard or whatever. Imagine when you take the keyboard out and you open up that laptop, what's going to be in there? There's going to be dead things, pubic hairs, dried substances, powdered substances. That poor laptop. You got my sympathy, Hunter Biden's laptop. But even though I'm sure you were in terrible condition with all the things sprayed on you and stuff, but I'm still going to need to know what's inside. Think about what you think. I got to give this the respect it deserves. Oh, think about what you think about. Hey, Jericho, I'm planning on proposing to my girlfriend soon. Any advice for proposing and marriage in general? Oh, you coming with the heavy questions. Here's something you got to think about. You got to keep in mind when you propose, of course, it doesn't need to be big. And it doesn't need to be extravagant. If that's your girl and she's into that, cool. But it doesn't have to be. It has to be thoughtful. Okay? It has to be thoughtful. And you have to remember, when she goes showing off this ring that you're going to give her, they're going to ask, how did he propose? Okay? And I'm glad to see people still allowing the men to propose in 2022. I thought we'd see the girls getting nervous. How am I going to propose to him? You know, they want to switch the roles. But anyway, it has to be thoughtful. So I don't know if you're a thoughtful guy. Sounds like you are. You're looking for advice. So you sound like a thoughtful guy. But if you're not, you better get thoughtful now. Okay? So make sure it's thoughtful. And you have to think about, she's going to tell her friends how this went. Okay. And I know it's not about them. It's not about, I call my wife's friends the council. Okay. It's not about the council, but you do want her to have a good story to tell, if that makes sense. So my wife, when I proposed to her, there was this beach that we would go to, and you pull up, you park, and on the left side are these multi-million-dollar homes. Awesome. Right there on the coast. Got to cost at least $1 million for these houses. They're so close, they got dried salt on their glass patio, okay? So on the right, that's where the beach is, and then it goes down to the ocean, and there's these paths, the paths on the beach that are made out of the wood planks, and there are benches to sit down. So we would sit down there. That was kind of our spot where we hang out. And, you get the necking and whatnot. And so we went there, and it was sunset. Sky was nice and orange. She turned around, she turned back. I proposed to her. I don't remember exactly what I said. But yeah, that's how we did it. That's how I did it. Proposing the ring. I've heard people say a man should spend 3 to 6 months of his income on a ring. That is fucking crazy. If you got it like that, you got it like that. But that's just a really high, insane number. Marriage in general, communicate. Don't go to bed angry. I don't care how bad she burnt your fucking biscuits, and they will get burnt. Okay, think about what you think about. They will get burnt. But no matter how bad it is, no matter who fucked up, no matter who owes the apology, and there's going to be times where you have to give an apology just to bring peace. That's just what you got to do. But don't go to bed angry. Don't do it. Don't let that fester. Don't wake up mad. Don't let her wake up mad. You guys just got to sit up all night long if necessary and work that shit out. Okay? It's just like a stain. The longer you let it sit there, the harder it's going to be to remove. So suck it up. Even if she doesn't want to, you guys work that shit out before you go to bed. And what's the best part of making up? Exactly. So in the end, even though you got to do Andy Dufresne and crawl through 200 yards of raw sewage, when you get to the other end, you have sweet, sweet freedom. Okay, so the makeup sex is going to be off the charts. So in the end, you win. You're doing this. You're working through this problem for yourself. Okay, and keep the sex life popping. Okay. Life happens. I don't know if you guys have kids already, but if not, you're going to have them soon. Keep that sex life going. Now, when the baby comes, as you'll learn if you don't know already, that first few months, that baby don't give a damn what you guys have planned. It's all about the baby, the feeding and the waking up and the not sleeping and the diapers and all that shit. That's just what you got to do. Okay. But when you get done with that, and when things like that happen, you can drift apart. You can become strangers, so to speak. Even though you're married and all that stuff, you gotta reconnect, man. You gotta keep it together. Try to get, date nights. Go out. Make sure it stays kindled so you don't have to rekindle. You know what I mean? Because a healthy sex life is indicative of a good relationship. If you guys are having sex, that means you guys are happy. No one's mad. So yeah, you got to keep that pocket popping until you die. I mean, unless like you get super old and shit don't work. But if it's like a equipment breakdown, you can't help that. But anything short of that, you guys need to be handling your business. Okay. Yeah, man, just communicate and keep banging each other. That's it. That's pretty much all you need to do to have a successful marriage. Communicate and bang each other. That's all. All the other shit you'll figure out on the way. Hopefully you guys know each other. You guys have had some time before you get married. That's, in a perfect world, you guys are together for a while. You get to know each other. Roarback says privacy is key. Yeah, keep your shit private. Keep your shit at home. Don't be telling other people your business because then you get other people involved in your business and you have outside influence. All that bullshit, man. It's all about you guys. This is your new family. Your mom and stuff. That was the first love of your life, your mom. But now you got a wife. Now she's the first woman in your life. Bottom line, I've known people who their mom was too involved. Their mom's opinion counted for too much. Kind of a mama's boy. So keep that shit between you guys. It's you guys against the world. Communicate. Don't go to sleep angry. Bang each other as much as you can. That's it. And ignore people who say, oh, no, you don't do it, blah, blah, blah. This is your life. You want to get married? Get married. They live their fucking life. All right? This is what you want to do. It's a great decision. The world needs more married couples making babies. Thank you. JP Irvine, thank you. He says, I got my money on either Biden's pervertus' handlers or Nancy Pelosi's eyebrow stylist. Nobody else could have destroyed Nord Stream pipeline so well. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too, man. That's a little fishy. And, we've seen someone be Epsteined. Come on, that's out of a movie. The cameras don't work. The guards are off picking their nose or some shit. And he hung himself. Okay. So, yeah, very fishy. That Nord Stream pipeline, Nord Stream 1 and 2. Just weird. We'll talk about some facts about it. You tell me what you think. Yeah, so Nord Stream pipeline. I am going to make you guys, I'll save it till the end, but we are going to have to suffer through the Woman King trailer. I know, make sure your stomachs are empty so you don't have anything to throw up. My wife and I are going to go watch it tomorrow. And as I mentioned before, Chocolate Patty, she comes to Biden's aid. She explains it. Guys, calm down. You guys are like, oh, he did it again. He's another mental breakdown. He's looking for dead people. You guys are dicks, man. That Dahmer movie on Netflix, the Alphabet Soup Group, is very upset. And we're coming in October, so you better care. Authentically Kennedy says, just keep hanging and banging. Exactly. That's all you got to do. It's easy. Marriage can be fun. Marriage should not be hard. Should be full of conflict. If it is, you're doing it wrong. Something ain't right. Bam Bam Bigelow says, just got to work, Jericho. Let's do this. Let's do it, Bam Bam Bigelow. This shift is about to fly by. But yeah, that Dahmer documentary, the Alphabet Soup Group and the Ku Klux Klans are saying this is not the representation that we want. Oh, now you're getting stuff that you don't want? Okay, we're going to talk about that. And then in the Don't Give a Shit files for today, we have Kim K, Justin Bieber, and Jessica Chastain, who are upset, and they are standing with the women of Iran. But why are you standing way over here? Why are you standing in America? Go stand with them in Iran. We're going to talk about those out of touch woke jackasses. It's so funny when celebrities do that. I stand with you in my multi-million-dollar community in my balcony. I will not stand over there. MyGreenGear.com. Oh, yes. More fresh shit. Look at that. Matching. MyGreenGear.com. Cash App. I put the link in there. Good gun. People. Let's get to it. Hydrate. 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 Boom. Here we go. Texas woman shoots, kills man during attempted robbery. What happened? A Houston woman shot and killed a man during a Sunday morning alleged robbery attempt that authorities believe may have been drug-related, according to the sheriff's office. Sunday morning? There's nothing sacred. Arriving deputies discovered a black male in the roadway dead of gunshot wounds. It was determined that he had been shot during an attempted robbery attempt of a resident in the neighborhood. The sheriff's office said a woman was arriving home and three black men approached and tried to rob her. The woman shot and killed one of the suspects while the other two fled the scene in a white sedan. The sheriff's office described the two suspects who fled as black with average height and build. Good luck finding the other two black guys with an average height and build. That is fucking hilarious. How are you going to rob somebody on a Sunday morning? People just don't care about shit anymore. Damn. They thought it was an easy mark. So they said it was drug related. So maybe they suspected the people of having drugs in their house or something.
The investments.
Maybe. Okay, boom. All right. So since I have it queued up, we are going to talk about Chocolate Patty. I mean, Corinne Wyclef Jean. No, that's not it. The White House press secretary, the person who holds the Guinness Book of World Records for drowning. Normally, you can only drown once, but she's drowned every day since she took the job. I mean, just all that shit, trying to backpedal and put out the fires that our grandpa and chief has set for her. So she's trying to explain why yesterday Biden was doing a speech and he looked down front and he said, "Where's Jackie? Where's Jackie? Well, maybe she couldn't make it." Turns out Jackie Walorski, the congresswoman he was looking for, died. 2 months ago in a car accident. So you have people trying to do damage control for this jackass. And why both of them are black and out here trying to break their neck for the senile old fucker is beyond me. But it's not only Chocolate Patty, it's Whoopsie Goldberg from The View. She is saying that, hey, the lady died a month ago, not like 100 years ago. But Biden would know because he was here both a month ago and 100 years ago. He said that he has been in the Senate for 720 years. That's a direct quote. But she died a month ago. It was 2 months ago, Whoopi. And 2 months is a long time. All right? You didn't know that she was dead? And if this was on the teleprompter or if this was in his speech, how did it get past his minions? Or maybe they wrote that he was supposed to mention her family and he just said, fuck it, I'm going to look for her. I don't know. But the fact that it was a month ago or 2 months ago, the lady's dead. He should know that. Don't you think he would attend the funeral of a deceased congresswoman? I knew that. And I'm not in DC. I'm not a politician. I knew the woman was dead. Was he going off the cuff? You know his handlers, assholes, get so tight you couldn't fit a grease BB in there every time he goes off the cuff. Trump was at his best off the cuff, freestyling. He was at his best. Biden is at his worst. Oh, shit. He goes off script. They're like, oh, they start flop sweating or nervous farting. You know the nervous gas you get right before you get an ass whooping? They're like, oh, I wrote the letters extra big. I use this jitterbug phone, everything. And he just said, I'm going to go off-road. Like Doc Brown, roads, where we're going, we won't need roads. He just took a hard right into crazy land. I'm going to do my own thing, but it's just another brick on the pile of mishaps, flubs, his mental decline. I mean, if this was the first time or if this didn't happen often, of course you would excuse this. But this is indicative of his brain power or lack thereof. So that's why people are like, he probably knew she was dead. He probably knew, but he didn't know. Because what does he know? But this is her covering his tracks as only she can do. Chocolate Patty. That woman is something else. Oh, today's garbage day. Can't forget that shit. 1 second. There we go.
Effectively. But I think the confusing part is why, if she and the family is top of mind, does the president think that she's living and in the room?
I don't find that confusing. I mean, I think many people can speak to sometimes when you have someone top of mind.
Top of mind,
exactly that. And it is also, if you put it into the context, it's not like it happened outside of context, right? It happened at an event where we were calling out the champions, congressional champions in particular, of this issue, this important issue when it comes to food insecurity, something that this administration has led on from the beginning of this administration, not just across the country, but also globally. You heard him talk about food insecurity last week at the UN, and
I just wanted to return to this question.
The investments that we have put forward as the United States of America and helping deal with that. He was at an event, you all saw, you all watched, which is why you're asking the question, right? Where he was calling out, again, congressional leaders, a bipartisan leadership that we have seen on this particular issue. And again, he's going to see her family in just 2 days. She was on top of mind. I mean, that is not an unusual scenario there.
I have John Lennon top of mind just about every day, but I'm not looking around for him anymore.
when you sign a bill for John Lennon as president, then we can have this conversation. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, she got mad. He said, "I got John Lennon top of mind. You don't see me calling him out." So she just said that he's going to meet with her family in a couple of days, so that's why she was on his mind. Wait a minute. You mean this guy who has a dead mouse inside of his head is thinking 2 days in advance, and he just got his thoughts mixed up? He's so on top of it. He's so sharp. He's thinking ahead. I just got my thoughts mixed up. I'm going to be somewhere in 2 days with a family. That's why I said her name. And that's no. You ain't getting away that quick. You bring your ass back here, Chocolate Patty. You're not getting away that easily, because he didn't just say, yeah, top of mind. Is this her circle back? Top of mind. I've never heard that in my life. But it's not like he just said her name. He said, where's Jackie? Is Jackie here? Oh, maybe she couldn't make it. Maybe she couldn't make it. Do people expect you to show up somewhere when you're dead? No. Don't tell me she was top of mind. He didn't just say her name and mean another one. He asked, where is she? And then he said, oh, I guess she couldn't make it. This woman has to clean up so much shit that the guy working in the zoo cleaning up elephant shit feels sorry for her. You know, an elephant shit can be as much as 300 pounds. And that dude is just like, I feel bad for her. He goes home and cries in his wife's bosom at night because of how much shit this woman has to clean up. There's no pooper scooper big enough. This woman just cleans up. I wonder, she must smell horrible when she gets home at night. Ugh. All the shit she has to clean up. No, she was top of mind, sir. That's why he asked where she was and said she probably couldn't make it because she was top of mind. Top of mind. I tell you what, she may drown every day, but her mind is, because she don't know what the fuck he said. They probably had a meeting and he was just like, and I'm not doing none of the shit we talked about. I'm just going to do me. And you hold on tight. Authentically Kennedy, the one who would be throwing the parties at her house in high school. Thank you very much for the Twompsky. Oh, poor Jericho and your wife. The Woman King is awfully cringe. Husband and I already saw it. Empty theater, horrible woke, and not even accurate based off of the true story. Good luck. Here's a popcorn on us for your misery. And unfortunately, yeah, that $20 is probably just going to go to a medium popcorn. I know, authentically Kennedy, I am totally expecting everything you just told me. I heard that there was a shout out to Breonna Taylor at the very end, I think after the credits or something. Did you see that? Let me know. But had they created a new character and made it these women warriors and shit, of course I would think that's ridiculous, but they didn't. They took historical events and are telling us this is how it went. The Dahomey people are who they're talking about, who these women warriors, that's the tribe they were with. So they're telling us that these real people in history did this, and they didn't. They were major slave traders. That's what needs to be discussed. They were major slave traders. They tried to get away from it from a little bit, selling palm oil and shit, but it couldn't even come close to that slave money. Now here they tell us that white people went and got slaves, and yeah, they did. But who had the slaves sitting there already chained up and ready to go when they showed up? Africans. And the Dahomey people were one of the worst. They were marauders, killers, savages, all that shit. I'll get into all that when I do the review on it. But yeah, we're gonna go brave it tomorrow. It's gonna be a real test to our marriage. Oh man. fucking Woman King. When I saw that, it must have been like 6 months ago or something. When I saw that, I was like, no. And then to hear that it's supposed to be true historic events, come on, man. Come on. That ain't fucking true. That didn't happen. They love trading slaves. It made them tons of money. They had thousands of them. They had thousands of slaves. But it was the evil white people. Whatever. Barrison, thank you. I'm in the hurricane war zone of Florida, so sorry I'm late. Did you dudes review the Terminator movies yet? Terminator 1 is better than Terminator 2, in my opinion. No, we haven't. We're going to get to those. We've talked about it. Well, I'm glad you're even here. If you're in a hurricane zone, I hope everything's all right. I mean, yes, Terminator 2, of course, was better as far as the technology, you know, and the CGI and all that shit, and the liquid Terminator. But I think the first Terminator is in a different category. You can almost call that a horror movie, because Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, you got the family aspect of it. You know, they get his mom. There's that scene where, you know, she's out in the desert and she's watching him play with these kids and shit. And so, you know, there's a different element to it. There's family. And plus the Terminator is good. There's a bad Terminator, but the Terminator we know, Arnold, is good. Come with me if you want to live. So he's good in this one. But in the other one, he was a straight up monstrous machine. When he took that guy's clothes and he like put his fist through his chest, and the way when he found her in the nightclub, he was just spraying. He didn't give a fuck who he hit. He was just spraying. Killed when he found, are you Sarah Connor? When he went to the phone book and he was killing all the Sarah Connors, I think that was different. I don't know that you can compare Terminator 1 and 2. Those are just two different animals, man. Terminator 1 was scary. And yes, the Liquid Terminator, Robert Patrick, Liquid Metal. Yeah, he was scary, but he wasn't shit compared to the original Terminator. When he was in that motel and he was taking out his eye and shit, and he was talking to her mom on the phone in her voice. And they did that in the second one. But Terminator 1 was just scary, man. That was on a different level. But thank you very much, man. And I hope you don't get too much damage, if any at all, from that crazy-ass hurricane. Orlov 1389, thank you for the twomp ski. Hi, Jericho. Greetings from Switzerland, yeah, Europe. Not to be confused with the other Switzerland. As your president said, don't forget to get vaccinated if you want to be protected against hurricanes. He did say that. He said everything's easier if you're vaccinated when dealing with the natural disaster. Duh. Next time something comes, you know, some weather system comes to wash away your belongings or blow away your belongings or shake your belongings into a pile on the floor, just stick your arm out the window. I'm poked. And that shit will just go around you. It's crazy, but it works. And he just says this shit out loud. Like there's no microphone in his bedroom in privacy. He says this out loud in front of all of us. Kai Johnson from the UK. To be fair to Biden, he must be used to dead people showing up for him. I mean, they all showed up at the polls. Good point, man. Good point. He has a good relationship with the dead. He can never repay them for what they did for him. So that's true. Maybe, no, I shouldn't say that. Never mind. But yeah, you're right. I'm gonna stop right there. Yeah, any problems? Like I said yesterday, any problems you guys got? Bill collectors, cell phone company, mortgage? Just tell them I'm poked. Fuck off. My man Gabe, he's the guy whose channel we go on to discuss these iconic films. Thank you very much, Gabe. He says, I'll see you here at 3:30. Until then, diplomatic immunity. Yeah, tomorrow, great segue, Gabe. Tomorrow, I'm going to have Gabe and David Brohawk Williams on a live stream. I'm going to do my normal one, and then I'm going to have them on at 3:30 to talk about their exodus from the woke machine in the DC Comics department. What they saw, maybe what was the final, if they can nail it down, what was like the final straw? What broke the camel? What was the straw that broke the camel's back and made them say, you know what, fuck this? And was it like, did they have plans? Were they kind of like, yo, hey, this is some bullshit, we need to get out of here before? Or did they both leave and then kind of hooked up after and form this? And we'll talk about the success they're having now. That's another thing. Not only do they have to take that leap of faith, and they're used to betting on themselves. That's how they rose to the positions that they're in, or they were in. But when you go out on your own, you got to really believe in yourself. So it's good to hear that they're having success, and that when they spread their wings and jump from that woke nest, that they're doing great. And let that be a lesson to other people. You know, if there's situations you don't agree with, you need to get away, do that, because it could be better when you leave. And this is the part where the little star shoots across. The more you know. Hold on. All right, guys, let's do this. Or do we got one more? Yes, we do. Hunter Biden's laptop once again. Thank you. First scene in the trailer, I thought it was a Black Panther prequel. Me too. Why is everybody all sweaty? Everybody's all oily. And I think in the new Black Panther, it's a woman. I think so. None the miser, code word, potato lemon face. That's what I think Sean named the bad guy from Lethal Weapon 2, because he looked like a potato that ate a lemon because his mouth was all scrunched up and shit. Thank you for being there too last night, man. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, let's get into this Nord Stream 2. That's weird. So there's a pipeline that goes from Russia to Germany and some other. Oh yeah, let me do that first. Socrates Ken says wants me to post the link for the show we did. So let me do that. So it's a pipeline going from Russia to Germany mainly, and some other European countries, Western European countries. And it wasn't at full strength, or would be much worse than it is now. I think I've heard it was down to operating at like 20%. I've heard other people say it was empty. But anyway, there wasn't a lot in the pipes, but there's enough. You can see it from the surface of the water. They're even saying it's affecting the buoyancy of the water. It's about 300 feet down. So imagine that, to be disturbing the surface of the water from 300 feet down. Tons of pressure coming out of that pipe. So simultaneously, they have these sensors out there. So they sense 3 explosions and then 3 leaks in the pipe. So obviously it was sabotage. 3 at once. If this happened 3 times in 5 years, they would be astounded. So to happen 3 times and then at the same time. So there's speculation. Ukraine, of course, is blaming it on Russia. But I'm thinking, why would Russia do that? They could be saying, well, they could blame it on the Ukraine, but does Ukraine have the resources to do that? I mean, they need money. They're taking tens of billions of dollars from us. So do they have the resources and the technology to do that? And if they do, if you have the money to pay for these clandestine activities and operations, then why the fuck are we giving you tens of billions of dollars? Number one. Number two, can they? And why would they do it? Because they're getting plenty of money to fight Russia. Do they think this is going to weaken Russia to the point where they have to back out of the war? But why would Ukraine do that? And then maybe Russia could blame it on us. Maybe they say that we did it, and this is a reason for them to come at us. But I don't think that makes sense either, because they're barely handling Ukraine. So why would they want to pick a fight with us? Did China do it? China could be getting rid of their competition. Maybe they'll slide up in there and say, hey, Germany, come over here. We got gas too. And if Russia were to do it, I think now would make sense because winter's coming. All this windmills and solar, yay, we're having fun in the planet, and throwing daisies up in the air. It's all good. But when wintertime comes, you got to pack all that shit up and get on this damn fossil fuel if you don't want to freeze to death. That green shit, great. Spring, summer, fall. It's a great idea. It's fun. You drive around, look at all the windmills and stuff. I feel so good. But then winter says, hey, open up. It's cold out here. So when that happens, you got to get back to that evil fossil fuel so you don't die. So that could be it too. That could put pressure on the international community. That could make Germany scream uncle, like the bullies in Christmas Story. Uncle, uncle. And if Germany starts screaming, we need your help, please stop, we're all going to freeze to death, then maybe the US will say, all right, Russia, what do you want? What's gonna make you stop twisting Germany's arm? Could be that too. Or the US could have done it to maybe further vilify Russia, to have us replace that fuel that they're losing from not getting it from Russia because their pipelines are damaged. I don't know. Like I said earlier, we've seen someone get Epstein. It's possible. It's possible that they sent some people to, some kind of team, CIA or something, to blow that shit. It's only 300 feet below the surface. It's not like, some rig that's out in the middle of the ocean and it's fucking like way down there. It's 300 feet. Don't people free dive 300 feet? So that wouldn't be a tough one to pull off. It's in the Baltic Sea. It's in international waters. That's what also lets you know that this is some shady shit. It's in international waters. So therefore, you wouldn't be stepping on anybody's toes. You came into my waters and did that. Nobody can say that. It's international. It don't belong to nobody. You could murder people and shit in international waters. So that further lets you know that somebody did this. Because international waters, that's planned. But who did it? Did we do it? Maybe we did. Maybe that's why nobody knows who did it, is because we did it. Would you put that past our government? No. But the question is why? Let me ask the comment section now. Why do you think we would do it? Let's try to keep the answer short here, okay? Short as possible. But in the meantime, Brendan Gerzalak, thank you. With oil spilling out in the ocean, if you listen in the distance, you can hear Greta Thunberg and all the other climate weirdos crying really hard. How dare you? That's an unfortunate looking woman, isn't it? It sure is. The environment. Shut up. Once they patch this shit, the ocean will swallow all that shit up and you'll never know anything ever happened. Even things like this, the Exxon Valdez oil spill, the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, the BP oil spill. They're bad, but it ain't shit to the ocean, to the planet. It'll move right past that, no problem. So let's see. What do you guys think? Why would we do it? Socrates Ken, I saw this. Says this video of Joe Biden threatening the pipeline in February. Trump shared it on Truth Social. Yeah, I did see that. He said that, let's see if I can find that. Hold on a second, guys. Let's see. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, here we go. Okay. Look at his eyes. And they did that. Hold on a second, guys.
How will you do that?
How would you
Exactly.
do that?
Since the project and control of the project is within Germany's control.
We will, I promise you, we'll be able to do it. If Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then
shit.
there will be.
There we go. So there he said it. And again, it's in international waters. So if we were to do that, then this would be our way of not stepping on any international toes. We didn't do it in your waters. We did it international, so it belongs to no one. So they don't have to worry about that. But he obviously said it. Thank you, Authentically Kennedy. She says, okay, look at you sharing the screen. That's right. I did it for the first time yesterday. I'm so proud of myself. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. So if you go by that, then sounds like we did do it. And you could hear it in the reporter's voice. She was like, okay, like, I didn't expect you to say that shit out loud, dummy. Neither did the people backstage going, oh, shit. He's all, trust me, we'll be able to do it. So he says if tanks invade, if they cross over the border with their tanks, which they did, there will be no more Nord Stream pipeline. There will be no more. And she's like, okay, well, how do you plan on doing that? Trust me, we'll do it. But look at the skin on his eyes. It looks like a doctor went behind him, put the boot in the back of his head, and just pulled his skin. Like the guy in Men in Black, where that roach alien thing took over that guy's and he pulled the guy's skin like this because it was all saggy. What is this? What the fuck is this? What's that skin stretched all tight like that? What is that shit? Where is Joe Biden? Where is he? Is he tied up somewhere? Where is he? Because that ain't the same dude that we saw back in 2010 or whatever. That ain't him. I don't know. That's just weird. But, I mean, could we have done it? Yeah, it sounds like we did. It sounds like we did do it. Because that was only in February. So I think we did. I think we saw the mystery. We did do it. According to our grandpa in chief. Listen here. Let me be clear. Yeah, we're still waiting for you to be clear. We've been waiting for you to be clear since the presidential campaign in 2020. We're still waiting for you to be clear. Whenever you're ready, Sloppy Joe, be clear. Fucking turd. Boy, I'm telling you. That's some crazy shit. But why? Are we doing that to destroy Russia? Like deal the death blow to Russia? Are we trying to piss them off? Because if it comes out that we did do it, what do you expect Putin to do? If somebody blew up our pipeline, blew it up, like had some dudes go down there, some Spetsnaz, go down there, plant some bombs, and blow that shit up, will we consider that an act of war? Or maybe because it's done in international waters, you can't do shit. Even though it was your pipeline, it was in international waters. I don't know. But if it comes out that we did it, what do you expect Russia to do? Putin just got done telling us they're not against using nuclear weapons. And if we fuck around, they won't hesitate to use them on us. Now, if somebody hits us with nukes or a nuke, a dirty bomb or something, a briefcase bomb, whatever they call it, because I doubt you're shooting an ICBM here. Whatever. If some nuclear shit is detonated on our turf, a bunch of Americans die. Of course we're going to get, I hope we get them back. Isn't that a shame that we have to hesitate to say that we would get them back? Would we? I hope so. Let's assume so. That we are going to hit Russia with nukes. Well, that still doesn't take away all the thousands or whatever of American lives that were lost. That's an act of war, man. That's an act of war. You blew up our shit. You sank our battleship. So what are we supposed to do? Welcome back, you don't say. You don't say. I don't get it. Stephen Dallas says, doesn't hurt Russia. Maybe it doesn't hurt them, but we still destroyed their property. We still did that. We still disrupted their flow, their cash flow. Bam Bam Bigelow says Trump diplomacy is 2 years away. And you know the worst thing about that? We had Trump's diplomacy. If Trump was in office, you know damn good and well Putin wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have invaded Ukraine. No fucking way. No way they would have done that. So we wouldn't be in this position. Nothing would have been blown up. Because we wouldn't give a shit about what Russia's doing. We would be over here being energy independent shit, selling other people our energy for once. We wouldn't care. It would be business as usual. Russia would be doing what the fuck they were always doing. Go ahead and sell your gas, your fuel, your fossil fuel, whatever you want to Germany. We don't give a shit. We're over here backstroking in our vault, in our money vault, like Scrooge McDuck. I don't give a damn what you do, Russia. But now we have to give a damn what Russia does because we're giving Ukraine tens of billions of dollars. And Biden said in his 600-minute interview, there's an ironclad commitment. We're in it until it's over, till the end. The lowly one, thank you. Art imitates life. Isn't this the plot of Modern Warfare 2? This is the plot of 1984. This is the plot of Batman, 1989. Look at Gotham City. Look at the politicians. We're living in Gotham City, except we don't have no Batman. We got Gotham City, but where's the Dark Knight? We don't have that. We don't have nobody to protect us. We just have people trying to screw us over. They're releasing the hounds like Mr. Burns and taking our means to protect ourselves from the hounds. That don't make no damn sense. At least Gotham City has Batman. We got the trash and the crime and the filth of Gotham City and no Batman. Damn it. That's like taking a woman out. You get up the nerve to talk to this beautiful woman and you set up a date. You got your fresh fit on. Nobody can tell you nothing. You're wearing some cologne. You got your hair cut. You had them trim up your facial hair. You got a new outfit on. You cleaned your place. You stocked it with shit that women drink. Because you know you're coming back to the pad with somebody. Got the car washed inside and out. You know how it feels? You got a fresh outfit on and your car just got washed. You know how that feels. You go to this nice restaurant. You meet this woman. You walk in there. She steps in. Looking good. Yes. You sit down, whining, dining. Go ahead, girl. Get it. This date happened to fall on payday. Girl, get whatever you want. That bill comes, it has a comment in it, but it's no big deal because you know it's going to pay off. You pay all that money. You got ready, cleaned everything up. And then right after you pay the check, you stand up, you put her jacket on for her, and then some other guy walks in, thanks, man, takes her home and bones her. Wait a minute. That's what this is like. We're getting all the bad shit, no help. We don't have Batman. We got Gotham, though. Gotham Country. Not Gotham City. We got Gotham Country. There's some nice spots. There's some free states, but the bullshit is coming for you too. This sucks. Hunter Biden's laptop, thank you. Patterson is Batman. We're effed. Yeah, it's all bad, man. It's all bad, and it really sucks. And you know the worst part? One of the worst parts? We're only 2 years in. It's only halfway. They've only put it halfway in. This is only the top half of it. This is a helmet and a half of the shaft. We haven't even got to the base yet. That's where it gets thick. That's when it's gonna hurt. If we're blowing shit up right now, imagine where we're gonna be in another year and a half. Hold on, that's not the right one. Not that I don't care about what you're saying, Mitch Connor. I just meant to highlight something else. Here we go. Orlov, 1389. Again, thank you. Trump warned the Germans in 2018 at the UN Council. He sure did. He warned us about a lot of shit. He said that Germany is going to be screwed. Germany is going to be fully dependent on Russian oil. He warned us about a lot of shit. Should have listened to him. We had him in there to listen to. That's the worst thing about it. We had it. Imagine winning the lottery and just blowing it all in like a year. You had it, jackass. And you got to tuck your tail and go ask for your job back. Hi, Mr. Johnson. You think maybe. Damn it. Nico Giorgio. How you enjoying retirement, man? I just sent you an email showing the persons responsible for the Nord Stream incident. Oh, really? I'll check that out. Because this ain't going to be the last time we talk about this. This won't be the last time. Let me see if I can find something here. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. So this is like winning the lottery with us having Trump and then losing him. It's like you winning the lottery. And when you found out you won the lottery, you went in and just flipped everybody off at your job. Fuck you all. I'm out of here. And then you had to come on back. And this is how you quit your job. Hold on, I get this stupid commercial. Yeah, I guess you should have. Oops, hold on. Boom. Boom. There it is. This movie's hilarious. He just got an acting job and he's quitting.
I'm famous! Woo! I'm famous! Oh. Hope I've never tasted so good!
Fucking big nose.
Suck it. Eat a dick. Eat a dick. Suck it. Dick it. Dick it. Double dick it. And...
I love that movie. You guys should check that shit out. But that's basically how we quit our job. We had the lottery, and now after doing that, you got to come back and say, hey, I was wondering if maybe I might job back. Hey, Trump. Hey, man, I'm sorry this happened. I'm sorry they got those dead people to vote. But if you could, just come back. I know the way you were thrown out of here. I get it. I know what they did in Mar-a-Lago. That was fucked up. But do you think you could just Just come back and do your, your Trump shit. Can you do that, please? Just for 4 more. We won't bother you again. Can you, please? Yeah, all right. You know he's going to come back. You know he is. But that movie's called Slam and Salmon. I think it's Michael Clark Duncan's last movie. Hilarious. The same guys who did Super Trooper and Beer Fest. Guys are geniuses. But how about this? This live stream is brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Friends, are you ready to experience prolonged food shortages? They're coming. Global supply chain problems are having a domino effect on everything, especially food production. Farmers aren't able to plant as many crops because fertilizer is scarce and expensive. This will cause food shortages when stores run out of the food we have now. After all, food takes time to grow. When farmers don't plant, 3 months later, we don't eat. That's why you need to get ready now with long-term storage of emergency food. It's a perfect hedge against skyrocketing food prices and food shortages. You won't regret having this when you need it. And now you can save $250 on a 3-month emergency food kit from My Patriot Supply. It's their lowest price in 3 years, so help yourself fight inflation. Go to preparewithjericho.com, get a $250 off your 3-month emergency food kit. That's preparewithjericho.com. Those who know what's coming are getting ready now. Shouldn't you? Preparewithjericho.com. Huh? So, that Dahmer series, I guess it is, on Netflix, the Alphabet Soup Group is upset because they said this is not the representation that we're looking for. Well, boo fucking who? You want us to run down the laundry list of shit we weren't looking for from you guys? From the Alphabet Soup Group Mafia and the Ku Klux Trans? You want to know the shit we weren't looking for? You guys didn't say shit when they were having the documentaries about Richard Ramirez or Ted Bundy. Those are 2 heterosexual guys who were serial killers. You didn't say shit about them. What happened? But now, since that shit is about you or somebody who was in your group, now you got a problem? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that shit. And it's just a movie or a series or whatever the fuck it is. Why do you even care about how you're being represented? So what? You've given us tons of things we didn't want to see. Things that we weren't. The representation we didn't want. The representation shown to our children. We didn't want that either. Too fucking bad. Your complaints are falling on deaf ears. Nobody cares. You can't have it both ways. You can't be an overbearing, aggressive asshole to everybody else, no pun intended. And then when they make a movie depicting somebody in your group that's bad, you're going to cry about it and call for it to be removed and all this other shit? That's dumb. That's very juvenile. You guys need to go on a road trip with your dad and get a nice big bear hug from him and have him whisper in your ear that he's sorry. Because that's the only thing that's going to save this bullshit. We can't help you. We didn't do it to you, so we can't help you. We can't help that wound heal, man. Sorry, man. You got to go to the root cause, man. You need to go on a road trip with your dad. Get some beef jerky sticks and chips, man, and talk it out, man. But you can't. It's too damn expensive. It is too damn expensive. Frank Powers, hold on, says Saturday is October 1st. You don't say. New month. October is also Alphabet Soup Group Heritage Month, so you guys better get your ally boots on. Okay? Andrea says the series is talking about a lot more than the gay community. Exactly, but that's all they're focusing on. It's talking about a lot of crazy shit. I remember I was probably, 10 or 11 when the Dahmer shit happened. It was everywhere. It was fucking crazy. He had like body parts in his freezer and stuff. It was a wild ass story. I think I'll watch it. Dino Mike says Doctober. That's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. That's right, Bam Bam Bigelow. Another one. June wasn't enough. Don't lie. You know you still have that allied fire burning deep inside. You didn't get all that ally out of your system in June. Well, you got another chance, people. October is time. It's time. You guys are feeling that ally itch? You're all bummed out. Wah, wah, wah. I gotta wait till next June to be an ally. I wish there's something somebody could do. Well, they did. They gave you October. Now they make it even more weird with the kids. Mommy, how come they don't have Halloween decorations on? Why do they have rainbows everywhere? I thought this was Halloween month. Ugh. Thanks a lot for forcing me into an awkward conversation with my child, you dicks. So that's what's going to happen. Pretty soon, they're going to wiggle their Ku Klux trans butts into every month. The whole year is going to be one big celebration, sister. You get monkeypox and you get monkeypox. Pretty soon. Roarback says, I demand a white male month. Good luck, man. Good luck, because they don't play that. It's our turn. Now the rainbow-colored rabbit has the gun. How do you feel about that, Mr. Hunter, man? Ugh. That's right, Socrates Kin. They got another one. A long one, too. Ew, gross. You black people, you get February. It's like 28 days in that bitch. We're going to take October. We got 31. That's 3 more days than you, darky. Hey, wait a minute. We helped you get up here. You piggybacked on our whole fucking movement. Oh, well, you should have known better, sister. Don't think people like Jericho were trying to warn you. Bye. Enjoy your short month. That's what you get. That's what you get. When you allow a parasite onto you, that's what you get. That's like saying, hey, tick, go ahead, get on me. That's what happens. Oh, well. Oh, I hope this isn't true. Hunter Batista says, Lakers will debut Pride jerseys next month against Minnesota, and there'll be drags performing at halftime. Like I said, Hunter Batista, I hope you're wrong. Let's look. Oh, boy. Lakers. California. See? Lakers. I see. Okay, let's see here. Lakers shut down Instagram comments after promoting Pride Night with new jersey reveal gets roasted on Twitter. Wait a minute. The Lakers revealed they would be hosting their annual Pride Night on October 12th. But I thought Pride Month was, told you, October 12th, and will be giving away Pride-themed jerseys. On Instagram, they wrote, join us on October 12th for our annual Lakers Pride Night. All fans in attendance will receive our first ever Lakers Pride jersey. Live your truth. Be the future. This is what you want the future to be? There won't be a future if everybody's gay, you dumbass. Man, them players, those players better not. They better not come out in those jerseys. They better not. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see how good I'm getting at this screen sharing shit. Huh? Let's see. Lakers Pride jersey. Let's see. Go. That right here. Get rid of that. Go back to that. Oh, I guess I can't share 2 at a time. So do this. That. And that. And then that. And there we go. But let's go back to this. I'll bring the page down so you can see this nonsense. There it is. There it is. So I hope, man, if those players come out in that bullshit. We got any Lakers fans in here? How does that make you feel? Like, what if the players come out in those jerseys, man? Oh, my goodness. June just wasn't enough. June's not cutting it anymore. It's only 30 days in that sorry-ass month. We need more. We need one more day. We need 24 more hours. Yes. What the fuck? Oh, them grown-ass men. I swear. Oh, shit. Okay, let's go back. Let's get rid of this shit. Oh, man. Again, thank you very much, Hunter Biden's laptop. He says, if you live in Olivehurst, I live 25 minutes away from you towards Roseville. We have family in Houston as well and moving there next spring/summer. Wife and I work in healthcare. Didn't get vaxxed and we're constantly reminded of it. F California. Yeah, man, I live about probably 30 minutes from Roseville. And this is like a red pocket, if you will, reddish, a reddish purple maybe, but I say definitely more red. But yeah, man, if you can get the hell up out of here, I don't blame you. But shit, man, California sucks, and that's so messed up. Like, was it about a month ago when all this shit was announced that, hey, it's cool, you know, whether you're poked or not, get out there and do what you want. When that first dropped, I played the audio from a letter from an Australian journalist who was talking about how people who were vilified and harassed and berated and ostracized for not getting the poke, how those people are owed an apology. Because everybody was so visceral in their attacks. And Biden even came out and said there's one less seat, there's an empty seat at the breakfast table because you killed your grandma and you hate your neighbors and you want people to die because you won't get this experimental cocktail. But if you do get the cocktail, look at all these things. Vanna White, open the curtain. Look at all this freedom you'll have. You can go out and eat. You can go to the movies. You can visit your family. If you would just get the fucking juice. And if you didn't get it, you didn't get it. There's nothing. Just do it. Why not? No, you fucking do it. Just because a heterosexual woman puts dicks in her body, am I supposed to do that? No, you do that. That's your body. This is mine. Remember my body, my choice? Sound familiar? Oh, you only pull that out when it's convenient, you bitches. Why can't you just leave people alone? You don't want to get it? Whatever. That's why I'm not mad at Trump when he came out and said, hey, here it is. If you want it, I recommend it. But if you want to get it, if you don't, you don't. That's cool. I can deal with that. Because I don't care what Trump puts in his body. That's his body. Trump's. This is mine. This is Jericho Green's body. So if I don't want to do it, fuck off. Why are we even talking about it? This shouldn't even be a topic of discussion. Here it is. Here's where you can get it. What's next? We shouldn't even be talking about that shit. But hey, here we are. It's pretty fucked up. All that shit that's going on. People who were harassed. We know people who were in the medical profession. We know someone who busted her ass to get a job at this prestigious hospital. She sacrificed, she worked her ass off, studying, going to seminars, paying all this money. This is what she wanted. This was her dream. And they said, oh, you don't want to get it? No, you're fired. Get it or else. Ain't that fucked up? It shouldn't even come to that. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm an adult. I'll get it if I want. It's fucked up, man. Now, it's cool. Our bad. The CDC came out and said, we're going to hit a reset. You motherfuckers, reset now? Now? After shit's all messed up, my kids done missed a year of school. Now? Assholes, man. No way. Greg McNeely says volcano eruption in Southeast Asia had to show vax status to be evacuated. Is it that far-fetched anymore? Andrea, thank you for the $10 super sticker. Appreciate that. Is it that far-fetched anymore? Isn't this par for the fucked up course? Harry Chillhanger, thank you. Be careful of demons offering candy, right? We tell our kids, stranger danger. Don't take candy from strangers. When I was a kid, that was big. Don't take candy from strangers. Stay away from vans and candy, right? But if that demon has a little American flag on their lapel and they have a title like senator or president or congressperson, mayor, governor, well, then yeah, take that candy. Hey, side effects. Get the fuck out of here. Don't worry about that. Just take that candy, baby. Come here. Hey, look at you, American citizen. Ooh, looking good. Oh, don't pay attention to that. That's just side effects over there. Yeah, it might affect your blood and your pregnancy and fertility, but don't worry about that. Look at this here. This nice big needle full of that juice. Ooh, go ahead, roll that sleeve up. Ooh, look at that upper arm. You been working out? Ooh, come here. Yeah, rub a little swab on there. Sterilize that skin. Ooh, here we go. 1, 2. Ooh, see that? You didn't even feel anything. Oh, yeah, that's side effects, but don't worry about him. Just enjoy this medicine coursing through your body. Ooh. That's what happened. So what happened? Uh-oh, too late. It's already in your body. And then here you come. Here you come back with all these problems and shit. Yeah, what do you want? Hi, I'm here to see a vaccine. My name's American Citizen. I'm pretty fucked up. I couldn't walk for a week. I have cancer now. All these problems that I never had before. Just tell vaccine I'm here. Vaccine? Ain't no vaccine here. What do you mean? They were whispering in my ear telling me to get the juice. There ain't no vaccine here. The fuck out of my face. Slammed it right in your face. What happened? Vaccine ain't here no more. Not anymore. There's no vaccine here. No one named Vaccine's ever lived here. And don't come back again. Sorry. Jerry Harris says, Jericho, he should have had you, have used you to sell the vax. You almost had me. Almost. That's why I stopped, Jerry. I didn't want you guys to be like, oh, shit, that voice. You know? Yeah, blood clots. You got all kinds of problems. Don Zucksworth, blood clots, infertility, heart issues, death. Just saying, guys. That's what happened. So now people are all fucked up. Nothing you can do. Frank Powers, he says, vaccine or Maxine? Both. Both will have negative effects on you. Both of them, allegedly. So yeah, man, that's what we're dealing with now. Shit's falling apart. Let's get it. But not only that, never mind the side effects. If you get it, natural disasters will leave you alone. That's what Biden said. He said everything is easier if you just get poked before a natural disaster. Stupid. You guys didn't fucking know that. You guys are dumb. Okay, how about this? How about this, fucker? We are going to watch the Woman King trailer. Huh? How happy are you guys? Watch this. Huh? Watch this shit. Go, ba, ba, ba. Surprised they called it Woman King. Why didn't they just call it Person King? Because you don't want to offend anybody. So let's see. Yeah.
Watch this. I can show you how to get the sweetest deals online when you shop from major retailers like Amazon
I'm watching.
and
See. Wow, wow.
An evil is coming that threatens our kingdom,
Wow.
our freedom.
Evil white motherfucker.
But we have a weapon.
Ooh, a bunch of weapons.
They are not prepared for.
My king, the Europeans wish to conquer us. They will not stop until the whole of Africa is theirs. We must fight back.
Wait a minute. They won't stop until the whole of Africa is theirs, or they won't stop until the whole of Africa is given to them by other Africans. I think that's what she meant.
For our people.
Maneska, you are asking me to take them to war. War.
Some things are worth fighting for.
Don't know who take my power. Don't know who take my power.
You are called to join the king's guard.
Don't know who take my power.
No kingdom in all of Africa shares this privilege. Train hard, fight harder. We fear no one. And we fear no.
How big is that dude? 6'2", probably 250. Look at this shit.
pain. I offer you a choice. Fight or we die.
Ready for war. Where you going?
To be a warrior, you must kill your tears.
We are the spear of victory. We are the blade of freedom.
You see that right there where she was kissing that guy? Now, in the real Dahomey tradition, the women soldiers were only allowed to marry the king. Other than that, they had to take a vow of celibacy or be okay with their face looking like they just ate a glazed donut for the rest of their life, which a lot of the women did. Fuck out of here.
We are Dahomey. Don't know who take my power, my power. Don't know who take my power, my power.
Okay. So you guys saw that shit. Grand Champs Pros. That's a good question. Grand Champ Pros asks, didn't those women sell their own kind into slavery? Yes, they did. And not only did they do that, not only did they sell thousands, tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of their own African brothers and sisters to the white devils and the Arab devils, but they also killed thousands of them every year. They were a savage tribe. I don't want to give away too much shit that I'm going to talk about in my review, but they were a savage tribe that would go to other tribes, kill and slaughter, enslave, maim the other tribes, and then sell, after they kept the slaves that they wanted, they sell the rest of them into slavery. and they did all these sacrifices. They were some crazy motherfuckers, man. They weren't just a bunch of African people that just wanted to live their lives in Africa. And then the white man. Bullshit. They were in business with the white man. If this was now, you would see the Dahomey people and some white guy shaking hands in front of the business they just cut a ribbon for. They weren't fighting the white man. They were in business with the white man. Fuck out of here. Shit. Did you see the part where they had the spears in their shoulder? That dude looked like an NFL linebacker. I doubt she's going to win. And they're just fucking, covering the white dude's mouth and cutting his throat. Because the white man, they didn't have bayonets and guns and cannons. No, they left those. Hey, let's play fair, guys. These are a bunch of girls. Let's not bring our modern technology. Okay, let me stop. I'm going to say this shit for my review. LAPD SWAT 1. Thank you. Sequel alert. Stacey Abrams, the Golden Corral Queen. When Stacey Adams goes to Golden Corral, when they see her pull up, everybody in there just goes, I'm out, taking their aprons off. I'm done. I'm going to be here all night trying to fill that sow. I can't do it. I'm gone. Fire me if you want. Can you blame them? Oh, Stacey Abrams, you piece of shit, you. But hey, people of Georgia, you deal with your crime. You deal with your poverty, okay? Where's Stacey Abrams? Don't worry about where Stacey Adams is. And I know I'm calling her Abrams and Adams. Don't worry about where she is, okay? You deal with your fucking problems. She'll be over here meeting with rappers. She'll be going to some soul food restaurant meeting with rappers. That's what she thinks of you. Jim Crow Biden, thank you for the Hamilton. We was kings. The homie tribe. Women kings, kings. People kings. So it's only insensitive and you're only a phobe or an ist if you say it against them. But if they want to name their movie Woman King, that's fine. But they can tell you that, no, it's birthing people and chest feeders, but it's Woman King. When we're stomping on your nuts, toxic masculinity, it's Woman King. But everything else, no, it's not woman, it's not man. Let's just all get in here and just, breastfeed and all this crazy shit together. Fuck out of here. JP Irvine says the things you can make money off of these days. Yeah, man. I mean, if the guy with the pet rock can do it, you can sell anything. Anything you can sell, I can sell better. I can sell anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Stop mansplaining to me. Cancel him. That's how that song went in today. Oh, I see what you did there, Bam Bam Bigelow. He says Georgia has a big decision this November. In more ways than one. Well, guys, that's all I can take. That Woman King did me in. That Woman King trailer did me in. I'm pooped. But yeah, my wife and I were going to go watch that. I think it plays like in the morning. I'm not expecting a full house. But yeah, we're going to suffer through that tomorrow. And then I'll be talking about it. I think I'll do the review on Saturday while it's still fresh in my mind. Hunter Biden's laptop, again, thank you. Slave traders were private/public companies like Apple and Amazon today. It ain't much different. Yeah, this was big money. We're talking big money of the day. Corporations. This is big money. This is Fortune 500, Forbes magazine shit of that time. Slaves are big money. Africa had a ton of people. Other places around the world wanted those people. Well, let's hook up. It wasn't like the end of Apocalypto where they look off into the distance. What are those strange things in the water? What are they coming here for? And they just hit the beach just enslaving. They just ran up on the beach with a bunch of shackles and chains. Grab them. Oh, they're running off into the bush. Go get them. Of course we know where to go. Even though we've never been here before, we know the terrain of Africa. Go bring them back. Wrong. They're already there, like Costco. You get your cart, show your credentials, go in and shop. All the bulk you can afford. Get out of here with that shit. Man, anyway, let me go hang out with my beautiful wife and kids. My daughter has swim tonight. Yes, that daughter. Swimmer of the year. Don't make me show you her trophy. Yeah, she's going to be at swim, so that means my son and I are going to be kicking it. Boy time. So, Champ Pro says first Black Friday. And they meant it. You guys haven't seen a Black Friday till you've seen this one. Yeah, so we're going to hang out, probably watch an action movie. I have to fast forward through the titty parts. His mom got mad last time I showed him titties in the action movie. So got to fast forward through the titty part because I know he's going to be like, Mom, guess what I watched? And then I'm in trouble. So I'm going to dodge that bullet. But I'm looking forward to hanging out with him. And we'll probably start watching a movie for 5 minutes. He'll start asking me 78 questions, and then he'll want to wrestle. I know how the story ends, and I love it. But thank you. It's a lively comment section today. Thank you for your comments, your questions, your super chats. If the super chat didn't go through, or you're just feeling generoso, is that Spanish for generous? I don't know. But I will put my Cash App link right there. Say it with me, damn it. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.